Hi guys, Swansea Away this year, back again for a match review, and it's another big win for Swansea City. Another added time winning goal. Very, very interesting. I've got Boro Fan TV on Joe, who will come on in the next couple of seconds. Now, before I actually get onto the game, we have had a £5 donations, which is pretty crazy, from the Dr. 14 Blu-ray reviews. So thank you very much for the £5 donation, mate. Really did enjoy it. And he says, I enjoyed Colin's post-match rant classic. Yeah, good old Neil Warnock, wasn't it? But anyway, I'm going to get Boro Fan TV on. He'll explain who he is, his channel, and how to subscribe and that. So let's get Joe in. You all right, mate?
All right, Reece, thanks for having me on, mate.
No worries at all. Do you want to shout your channel out? Where can people find you on YouTube?
Yeah, Boro Fan TV, we've been running for the past couple of years now. We mostly do like the Monday night show, which we do every Monday with myself, Guesty, Hutchie and Davey Campbell, which we do every Monday. And I usually do the match previews for the upcoming Boro games. So we're currently on close to 8,500 subscribers at the moment. And obviously, we look to expand more going into the next couple of games coming up. And so hopefully, we're on Facebook as well, Twitter and Instagram. So if you follow us on those at Boro Fan TV, and just hopefully we'll ever, one of them. I just can't get the head round today's result, to be honest, man.
Well, for a Swansea City fan, I'm buzzing, but I hate to be on the back end of that. So let's start with the game. Then obviously, we're going to talk about what we lined up with. Obviously, the lineup was the team we ended the Stoke game with, which obviously won that game. I was very happy with the team, to be honest. It was a very narrow formation, very midfield-based game. So I was pretty happy with that. What did you think of your lineup? Were you happy or disappointed with your lineup?
Well, Warnock's been tinkering around with the squad, these last few games. And obviously, I think, to be quite honest, he hasn't figured out our best 11 yet. And most of the squad we have is paper thin anyway, because we don't have the numbers in our squad at the moment. But to start with, obviously, we noticed the exception like no Tavernier and no Son Malonga, but probably more than likely they'll be injured at training. And obviously, you had Balassi playing as a false number 9, which, to be honest, Yannick Balassi is not an out-and-out striker by any means. And obviously, Duncan Watmore, who's obviously been on form for us this season, but he's more suited to being out on the wing than he is more or less going like as far as striker. So I was surprised by the team. And obviously, we love to play like the wing-back system, which we do mostly in most games. And to be honest, I think most Boro fans were not particularly happy with the form of our goalkeeper, Marcus Bettinelli, as of late, obviously, because with regards to him coming out for set pieces and for defending set pieces, I think he's been struggling with that and more or less long shots. So I was surprised by the lineup, but most Boro fans would consider it on paper to be very strong.
Yeah, let's talk about the game then. In the opening 10, 20 minutes, there wasn't really much in between the two sides there. You had first couple of minutes, you had Ayew's bicycle kick, which never really tested the keeper, but you had a really good chance. 20 minutes in, I think Bowler intercepted Norton's pass up from the back. He passed it to Duncan Watmore, who had a great save from Freddie Woodman. So what did you think of that chance, if you can remember it, that save by Woodman?
Yeah, it was probably apart from obviously when we scored it on, I think it was probably our best chance of the game. And I think I actually didn't realise that Woodman saved it at first, because I thought it came off Mark Gay last. So, I mean, to be fair, it was a good save from Woodman, but obviously Watmore should have took the chance. And I think the game definitely changed once we lost Anthony Dijksteel to injury. So I think the tide turned from there.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that actually. In my watch long, I was saying, that was a big miss. In the opening, 15, 16 minutes, he was really bombing down that right-hand side, caused a few problems. He looked a really good player. And obviously, Spence came on, DJ Spence. Didn't really have the same influence. And I think you kind of, paid the dividends for that, because he didn't really provide the same threat down that right-hand side. And obviously, he came off late in the second half. But obviously, Swansea City opened the score, and then on the 40th minute mark, it was a free kick, which was headed out, and then Conor heads it back in. And, from a Middlesbrough perspective, I'm not sure who it was, but two players going for the same ball, both missing. Andre there slams it home, deflected off a player, and obviously no chance for Bettinelli. So if you can remember who the two Boro players were, what do you think of the goal? Because from a Swansea City fan, I was buzzing to get the goal, because it was a very even game at that point. Got the goal for half time, and going into half time, we were thinking could get into sync. Getting something, but what did you think of that goal? And from a Boro perspective, what do you think of the marking and the defending?
I think it was down to a lack of communication. Obviously, Mark Bowler and Johnny Howson were the two players obviously in question, which was surprising, because I think both of them have been superb for us all season. Obviously, Howson's been made captain for us for the remainder of the season, and I think for the last two games, I think we struggled from dead ball situations. Obviously, 2 long throw-ins, obviously, for the last 2 games we had. Obviously, Coventry being the latest one. And then, obviously, today we just failed to clear our lines again. And obviously, the lack of communication showed. And then, obviously, Ayew got the ball in the back of the net. I said it before. I'm not sure whether I spoke to, you on Door on tour. But Andre Ayew, I think he's a player. I think he's destined for the Premier League, regardless. Like you said, he is out of contract with Hughes at the end of the season. And I think maybe a number of Premier League clubs obviously lining up to take Ayew should the chance come. But from our perspective, obviously, lack of communication. Obviously, I think Bettinelli could have done better. But to go 1-0 down at half-time is probably, going to be a case of, we do strike back from going 1-0 down. And obviously, we're going to later on. Obviously, that wasn't really the case.
No, and it must be very frustrating. There's nothing really between the two sides. You had that more chance. That was like the only chance in the game. It was a very, very midfield heavy game. A lot of set pieces, a lot of headers. Midfield, I thought both midfields were pretty decent. And obviously that goal came from nothing. And, a Neil Warnock team who was supposed to be organised, very well defensive, who have been very decent defensively this season. He'd be very annoyed by that. And obviously going into half time then, what were your thoughts on the half? For me, I thought it was a very even game. Either side could be 1-0 up. A draw probably wouldn't be fair. But, going into half time, I was saying before half time, Middlesbrough really lack an out striker in this game. They didn't have one. I was thinking, I literally said, I can see Akpom coming at half time because you just didn't have anyone holding up the ball. Because when Watmore or Balassi touched the ball, they just tried, didn't try holding, they just tried running, and that just shows they're a winger. So from a Swansea fan, I was very happy with the half because we were winning. But from a Boro fan, what did you think of the half? The first half?
I think first half was okay from us, in our opinion. Obviously, Akpom coming on was definitely what we needed because he can hold on to the ball a lot more than obviously what Watmore can, But and then obviously we get to the probably the talking incident of that second half was obviously the penalty that never came. Obviously, we had that similar situation obviously in front of the Sky cameras, believe it or not, when we played at home against Blackburn with Branthwaite kicking Dale Fry in the face.
I see now. Yeah, the horrific head injury.
Yeah, and that's probably a little similar case here. But Lee Hendry on Sky Sports was saying it was obviously a definite penalty because Fulton did catch Balassi tumbling to the ground. But I think obviously the referee saw a different perspective with Balassi potentially kneeing Fulton in the back of the knee, and obviously that came to the foul. And obviously it was a good finish from Bowler to
really good finish, wasn't he? He's a left back, isn't he?
Yeah. He did something similar, when we beat Reading a couple of weeks ago. But obviously, referees these days, I usually call them referees. I usually call them failed footballers who never had sex. So I think it's just one of them. It didn't go our way, and obviously go to the latter stages. And obviously, Warnock did go off on the referee after the game, which we'll get to in a sec.
Yeah, understandably as well. About that incident we were just talking about, you start the second half strong. Remember, 20 seconds in the second half, you had a corner straight away. So I was thinking, oh, God, here we go. And, that goal we're going to talk about now was a cross from, I'm not too sure who crossed, but Balassi touched in the box. Fulton tries again. If anything, it should be a penalty, at least a penalty. But he kicks him, and I don't think Fulton's gone down diving. I genuinely think he's gone down because he actually hurt his leg by kicking him. So Fulton goes down, and obviously ball in the edge of the box, smacks it home. I think if there's VAR, it gets given us a penalty. I don't think they would have given the goal because the referee blew up just before the ball went in, and we've seen similar incidents on West Brom Brighton a few weeks back. So it was very, very unfortunate because first time I saw it, I thought Balassi fouled Fulton, so you can see why the referee give it. But with the referee closer to the thing, and he had a great view of it, no one in his way, I really, really can't understand that decision. And, I think the referee tried to, repay that because when you've seen all the Borough players, you made a mistake. And he was giving some cheap, very, very cheap yellow cards to us. I thought very few cheap yellow cards, few cheap fouls, but obviously that goal should have stood. And then obviously you brought on Nathaniel Mendes-Lang, you brought on Cabano as well for Balassi, which I was bloody happy with Balassi going off because he was causing some problems in the second half. But what did you think of Cabano and Mendes-Lang's contribution before the other action? What did you think they brought anything to the game before you equalised?
Yeah, it certainly brought us a bit of creativity because when we initially both signed him, in January, I think Warnock initially brought Mendes-Lang in, I think, because obviously they both knew each other from their time at Cardiff, and then obviously he, for obvious reasons, will probably won't go into further detail why I can't have got
No,
in the first
no,
place.
we're not going to go into further detail. Just say
Yeah.
illegal. And also, I forgot Johnson. Before we get into your point, someone said, how's that a pen on Balassi? Because Balassi played the ball to Bowler on the edge of the box and Fulton came in like a second late and kicked him. He was already down, but it's still if that's outside the box, it's a free kick. So, but anyway, I forgot to say Mark Johnson also came on. So what did you think of those three before the equaliser?
Yeah, I think Marvin Johnson was obviously most Boro fans will want to come on in the first place because I think he showed a lot of creativity going forward from previous games. And obviously we bought the likes of Mendes, Lang and Cabano in January. And then obviously Johnson's more reverted to the super sub role recently. But I think Cabano, obviously because he's the last minute buy when we bought him on loan from Fulham, I think he can show he can prove himself at championship level because obviously when we saw him at Fulham in the run off to the playoffs, he was just unplayable.
Yeah, I think he scored a brace in the first leg as well against Cardiff.
Yeah, I think that certainly changed the game, and obviously we got the equaliser in the 91st minute. Sam Morsey's first goal for the club. I think when we signed Morsey from Wigan in the summer, I think he was the sort of midfield general we probably needed. Obviously, since the likes of Grant Liberty left a couple of years ago, and obviously he had a few chances before, like previous games prior. But I think he was desperate to get a goal today. Obviously, he took that chance. But I think obviously we'll come on to the end of the game, to be honest.
Yeah, we'll talk about our sub first of all. We brought on Jamal Lowe for Corey Smith. Now, Jamal Lowe's not been doing the business for us of late, but bringing him on really helped us, stabilise the pressure on Borough because you were playing on the halfway line, your defenders. And then when Lowe came on, your defenders dropped back, which gives them a little bit more space, defend because of Lowe's pace. So I thought that was a sensible substitution from our manager, Steve Cooper. And we're going to go on to the Ryan Manning got a yellow card, and obviously Mark Bowler went off injured for that. But Neil Warnock said it was a deliberate foul. I don't think it was a deliberate foul. I think Warnock's pulling at straws there, but obviously he's angry, understandably. And obviously, we're going to go on to the goal. Mendes Lang down this right-hand or left-hand side, I should say, gets past the defender, plays a good ball across the box, and from a Swansea City fan perspective, very, very frustrating because we've defended very well for the 89 minutes of the game, and 90th minute, and referee gives 6 minutes, and we just got no one on the edge of the box. So Sam Morsey tucks away brilliantly, to be fair. It does take a little bit of deflection off Jay Fulton, his underside of the foot. But, I was thinking, oh, God, all that hard work just to draw the Borough. And to be fair I didn't think we were going to get a winner because you played really well. And, what did you think of the equaliser? I bet you must have been buzzing because, like I said, so late on, and, you were in control even until that point. And I was just thinking, oh, we've just bottled this now. What did you think of the equaliser then from Sam Morsey?
I thought, it was just what we deserved, really, after all the hard work we did in the second half. And obviously with the controversy with the penalty, and it never was. But I think, with Morsey getting the goal, obviously, I thought, we could take at least a point from that game, which, going into this game for me, a point would have been a fair result because I think we've not won at your place since 2009. Yeah, when obviously we beat you 3-0. And I think from since on, I think it was like 2 defeats and 2 draws and 4 defeats when we played you at the Liberty. And I thought getting another draw there will probably just deserves. And obviously, Morsey took the finish well, took a deflection. Obviously, a Fulton which left Woodman wrong-footed.
Yeah, no chance for the keeper. Similar to the Bettinelli one, deflection is so hard for the keeper. Really.
Yeah, and then obviously that sort of thing happens.
Yeah. We're gonna
happen.
Yeah, unfortunately for you, Joe, we are gonna have to talk about that for you. But so we're gonna go on to it then. It was a cross by one of the Swansea players. Jake Bidwell makes a late run. I'm not too sure who made the tackle. Who do you know who made the tackle?
It was Saville.
Joe, I thought it was Joe Saville. Joe Saville, former Millwall player. He made the tackle. Now, you could disagree. I generally do think this one is a penalty. Because I think Bidwell gets there first, and he takes him out. I know you're probably going to disagree, which is fair enough, but I know the ball's gone. Like, I really don't understand why George Saville's making that tackle in the 97th minute, especially what's happened early on in the game. The referee's not really going for your way. So my question is, why let the referee make a decision? And I personally think, from the replays I've seen, I think Bidwell, from the angle I got given the second one, I think he gets a foot on it, and he takes his foot. It's a harsh decision, but do you think it's a penalty?
I think it was a harsh decision, you know, but at the same time, I think Saville never really needed to go in for that challenge in the first place. And then initially the referee just gave a corner, but I think
I think the assistant referee must have communicated with him.
Yeah, unless the assistant referee saw something different, and obviously he gave the penalty, and obviously Ayew dispatched it well, obviously like he did, you know, in your last game against Stoke, and he took it away well. And I think it was fair to say, you know, it was heartbreaking for us, but obviously the penalty decision, I think most Boro fans will probably say, you know, we were robbed yet again, but at the same time, you know, Saville never really needed to make that challenge, to be honest.
Originally, when I didn't, because the Swansea TV was it's a bit crap. It's not compared to Sky Sports, but they didn't show it going out for a corner, so I didn't know that it was actually given as a corner first. So I can even understand your frustration even more. But like you were saying, Joe, why make the tackle in the 96th minute? You know, last one of added time or 95th, whatever it was. There's no need to make that tackle. You know, if it's going out for a corner, you've defended corners very well. You've had one corner, you defended it well. I just don't understand why Joe Saville, play of his experience as well, made that tackle. And I think he's a little bit lucky, actually, because I don't think he actually got a yellow card. I think he got a yellow card in the first half.
So lucky
if anything,
I can't lucky he wasn't sent off there for that challenge.
That would have rubbed salt into the wounds. But Johnny Oakson got booked probably for complaining, and obviously
got booked for his protest.
Yeah, and obviously Andrew, like he did midweek, you know, the slow run up, and trust me, as a fan watching you take a penalty, especially in the 90th minute, God, it must be frustrating for the keeper anyway, because he does that 2 steps, stops, step, and it really hurts the keeper. And it's a great penalty straight down the middle. Benedict dives the wrong way, and you know you can see the passion from the Swansea City players, how much it meant to them. Also with Brentford not playing, Watford winning, so that leaves us a point off second with 2 games in hand. And you know, from a Middlesbrough fan, you must be absolutely devastated because you're trying to get into the playoffs, and the refereeing decisions today, which, you know, let's be fair, he should have won the game. But you know, obviously the refereeing decision I think he did make was wrong. Was the one you should have scored. I think that penalty is a penalty, to be honest. Definitely more debatable than the one midweek we had. But just silly from Joe Saville, in my opinion, to make the thing. And I don't think many Boro fans will be saying that because they'll be both focused on the referee. But yeah, like you said, I think Joe Saville's a bit silly. What do you think?
Yeah, like I say, he never needed to go in for that challenge at all, and obviously that cost us a point in the end. Never mind that, and especially, you know, we've got 2 tough home fixtures coming up after this. Obviously, starting next week, we got Stoke at the Riverside, and then the following Tuesday night we got Preston at the Riverside. So, and then following that, we've got 2 tough away games against Millwall and then Bournemouth, who are also fighting for the playoff places. So, not very easy run up with games going into the obviously the last half of the season. Obviously, we've got easy games towards the end, but with the likes of Wickham at home and Luton away. But you know, it's obviously we could have took at least a point for the day, but obviously it wasn't to be. So, at the end of the day, I think judging by that, I think he was probably wanting the result more to get into the top 2 more than anything. So, fair play.
Yeah, I think if the table didn't exist and you went on today's form, you'd think Middlesbrough were where we were where Middlesbrough were. I just think, you know, it's that little bit of quality we had in the end, you know, finishing wise, like you said. I think Duncan Watmore, if that's an out-and-out striker, that's a goal for me. So, you know, that chance, you've got to look at that chance. You didn't really have many more chances. You know, Balassi had a header over the bar, which was well over. But they weren't like many major chances for any other keeper to make. I can't really even understand Ben Ellie making a clear save. You know, there was that Jamal Lowe one late on, but that was a comfortable save. Woodman really didn't have to make too many tough saves. So I think a win definitely for the Middlesbrough. I think a point probably would have been a fair result, and I think a win for us is definitely undeserved. But you know, if you want to get playoffs, you've got to go on a run, and you know, it's a bit harsh to say that because you're on the back end of some bad refereeing. But Joe, anything else you'd like to say, mate?
Well, you know, going into the last one in the season, I think if obviously I think inconsistency has been our downfall pretty much this season, and obviously bad refereeing decisions going along with it. But you look at the teams that are progressing, obviously into the playoff places, obviously the likes of Cardiff, the likes of Barnsley, and this, that, and the other. We've got Stoke as well. It's obviously going to be a tough running to get that last 6th position spot in the playoffs. And obviously, if we want to get in those, we need to get a consistent run going. And obviously, starting with Stoke at home next week, I think that's just the starting point for to get a good run going if we want to get into the playoffs come May.
Yeah, I think you were spot on there, and be interested to see if Warnock's in the dugout for the game against Stoke after some comments, which I'll go on to in a little bit. But thank you very much, Joe, for coming on. Really do appreciate it. Make sure you go and subscribe, guys, to Boro Fan TV. They're on 7,500 subscribers, I believe.
Yeah, around about 8.5.
8.5, so even better. So make sure you go subscribe to them. Thank you very much, Joe, for coming on, even in very, very tough conditions. So cheers, Joe. Make sure you go and subscribe to Boro Fan TV. I'll put the link in the description after the stream.
That's all the best to you and to Swansea next for this season as well.
Surprised you saying that after today, and someone says in the comments you were very insightful towards Boro. Yeah, legend. And if we are in the championship next season, I will definitely get you on. Cheers, Joe. See you later, pal.
Thank you very much, mate.
Thank you very much. Like I said, go and subscribe to Boro Fan TV. Thank you very much, Joe, for that. So I'm going to talk about the game in a little bit, in more sense, in my opinion. Then I'll get some of you guys in, and then we'll get some Swansea City fans for a bit of positivity. So let's go to Neil Warnock's comment post-match. Let's just say Neil Warnock is very, very not happy with the referee in this game at all. Safe to say Neil Warnock's not a very happy chap. So let me talk to the chat for a little bit quickly. Hello, Mike. Hope you're well. Hello, Louis. Hello, Phil Jones. Shout out to Blu-rays who donated £5 for that stream as well. Ashton, hello, mate. Hello, PSFC Vlogs. Sorry I didn't really talk to you. You know, when I get an opposition fan, I want to use his time sparingly. Hello, everyone. Hope you're well. No, the Carlin's in the bin, Mike. The Carlin's in the bin. But let's go to Neil Warnock's post-match comments after the game. Very, very harsh comments, and I think he's going to get fined for a few of these. One of these comments was Swansea. I think it depends what referee you get. The penalty at Stoke was scandalous. What goes around comes around. I'm sure we'll see Swansea next year. As you can see, Neil Warnock's there saying that Swansea are not going to get promoted by saying that we'll see him next year. He's also saying it depends what referee you get. Some are good, some are bad. Which means he's basically saying the referees, which means the FA will probably fine them. Don't worry, it gets worse. He then insults Steve Cooper, insults a manager, fellow manager. Very unprofessional. He goes, I'll have to ask Steve for a contact number for his dad, Keith Cooper, who used to be a professional referee. He must have his influences somewhere. So what Neil Warnock is saying there is, why is Steve Cooper's father influencing the referees? Now, I'm not being funny, but that is absolutely beyond the joke. You know, asking if Steve Cooper's father's got influence on the referee. First of all, if any of you don't know, Steve Cooper's father is a Cardiff City fan. He's a Cardiff City fan. So why in God's name would Keith Cooper, a Cardiff City, former Cardiff City season ticket holder, a Cardiff City fan, want Swansea City to beat Middlesbrough, who are managed by one of the best Cardiff City managers in the history, Neil Warnock? Where does that make any sense, Neil? He says Keith Cooper influenced the referee to give the decision to Swansea. When Keith Cooper's a Cardiff fan, he probably likes Neil Warnock because he was a former Cardiff City boss. Warnock makes no sense. So Steve Cooper, I really hope he says something about Neil Warnock in a post-match, because it's just ridiculous. And again, another comment he said then, they can't keep on getting the luck they have in referring to Swansea. You know, Neil Warnock, I can understand his frustration, but he's gone way over the line there in bringing in family. And come on, you're a respected manager. It is quite funny seeing him quite salty, though. I'm not going to lie. You know, former Cardiff boss. I couldn't wish it to anyone else. I've not really seen too many clips. I'm sure Swansea fans will think. But let me know in the comments down below. We're going to go into player ratings now, guys. So we're going to go to player ratings. So make sure you interact in the comments. This is where I like to talk about the players, what I thought of them, give my rating, see what you guys give as well. So we're going to get on to why was your message deleted? I don't know what you're on about there, Louis. Warnock crying. Yes, indeed, Liam, mate. Yes, indeed. So we're going to go into player ratings. We're going to start off with Swansea City goalkeeper Freddie Woodman. No clean sheet again today for Freddie Woodman, which is slightly disappointing. He did make a very, very good save in the first half from the Duncan Watmore, the former Sunderland attacker. He made a very good save there. Going around looking down, just getting the lineup. So Woodman made a good save. Couldn't do anything about the goal, in my opinion. You know, it was a deflection. It's a decent strike from Sam Morsey. If it doesn't do the deflection, I don't think Woodman's getting there anyway. I thought his kicking today was okay. Not brilliant, okay. Distribution, like I said, okay. So I think Woodman, if average is a 5, I'll give Woodman a 6, because he didn't really have anything to do, because he made that save against Duncan Watmore, which he should be making. So a lot of you saying 6. We don't do 0.2s in the channel. So I have a 6, 7, 5. We don't do points. So 6, 6, 7, 7. Let's get a few more comments in. Hopefully you agree with 6. Yeah, I'll give him a 6 because I don't think he was a 7, because he did concede. I think you guys are saying a 7 for Woodman, which is fair enough. So let's go on with Mark Guehi, the left centre back. I thought Guehi had a very, very good game, to be honest with you. Did get yellow carded, but it was a very good foul to stop the attack from Middlesbrough. Again, no goal for Guehi, which is annoying because he's still scored for Swansea. He's been here over a year now, but I thought it was a very, very good physical performance. Kept Balassi quiet for the first half. I'd give Guehi a 7 in my opinion. I thought he was very, very, very good today. Louis goes for a 7. El Boss goes for a 7. No worries, Josh, mate. No worries. Jacob goes for a 7 as well. Doctor gives a 5. Interesting. Jamskin gives a 6. I think the majority going for a 7 as well. So far, you guys saying Woodman 7, Guehi 7. I'm going for a 6 and a 7. We're going to Ben Cabango, the middle centre back today, because you will love this. I thought Cabango was very, very impressive today at the back. He won a lot of aerial duels against a very big Middlesbrough side. A few corners, he headed away. He was very physical today, won a few free kicks. Do you know what? I'm going to give Cabango today an 8. I thought Cabango was very, very impressive today in the air. He kept the majority of the attackers quiet. So I think Cabango is definitely the best defender out there today for the Swans. So I'll give Cabango an 8 just for the aerial battles he won. And without those aerial battles he won, you've got to remember it's a very, very young defence. If you take out Norton. So El Bosco 8, Jamsky 7, Joshua 7, Ben 7, Leon 8. Because he says 8, start him over Mep. And I know DeCasey would come in. But yeah, after that performance, because I don't see why not. I think you guys agree with an 8 there for thing. No one needs spam Leon, mate. I seen your comment 1. Can't wait for Ayew. Oh, God. Yeah, I've already talked about the pen Finley with a Boro Fan if you want to rewind the stream, mate. Make sure you like the stream as well, guys. We're going to need for 30 likes if you can help me get there as well. We're going to go on to Kyle Norton. I thought Norton had a decent game. He could have been at fault for a goal in the first half where Duncan Watmore had a great chance. Before we get on to Norton thing, we have a 79p donation from Will Bevan. Thank you very much for that, Will. You've donated a lot over the last couple of weeks, so keep your money. But thank you very much for that, Will. Really do appreciate it, pal. But Norton, like I said, give the ball away to Bowler in the first half where Watmore missed a really good chance. I thought he was as good. I thought he was a little bit better than Woodman because he had a bit more to do. So I gave Norton a 7. No worries. Even though it wasn't really a mistake, he tried playing it and he was unlucky. So I'll give Norton a 7. Luke goes 6, Joshua 6, Chapsy 7, Ben 7. Next score I see will be the rating you give because it's 2 6s, 2 7s. And El Boss says 7, so there's a 7 there for Norton. So let's go on to the wing backs. We're going to start off with Ryan Manning. I thought he was really good defensively again today. There's a few really good interceptions he made, 1 or 2 fouls. Got a yellow card as well, and then got substituted obviously because of the pace from Cabano coming on. I thought Manning had a decent game again. Really trying to solidify his spot on the left wing back role. I think, I'm getting people on towards the end after the play ratings, Jake. I thought Manning was pretty solid at the back. Didn't really have any shots today, unlike Stoke, but I thought Manning really impressive again. You got to remember his fitness isn't probably as impressive as the other players. He's not played too well, so I'd give Manning a 7. I thought he was decent to be honest. There was a few good tackles. Maybe you can lower him down for a yellow card, but again, he's stopping a counter attack. So I'll give Manning a 7. Jacob gives him a 6. El Boss 8. I think 8's a little bit too high. Josh also goes 8. Borough robbed twice. Okay, Jacob. Don't worry, you're asking me, mate. I've got no influence on the referee. Cheers, Jake. So I think you guys gave in Manning a 7. We're going to go to Connor Roberts. Quite a quiet game for Connor today. Didn't really have much to do. Didn't really get down that right-hand side as much because Bowler was very, very attacking. So I'd have to give Roberts the same as Woodman a 6. I don't want to give him below or average because we won the game. But I think Roberts was very, very quiet today, which isn't really a bad thing. But yeah, I think I'd give Roberts a 6. Don't really have much to say about him, to be honest. A few of you give him 7, 6, 5, says Josh. We've given an average 5. I don't think he was worse than Woodman. I think he was equal with Woodman. Both really didn't have much to do. I think you guys would agree with a 6 there. So we're going to go into the midfield. We're going to start off with Corey Smith. Now, Corey Smith was playing very advanced ahead of Fulton and Grimes, which was quite surprising. He works really, really hard today, Smith. He's closing down really well. I think he got something because of the amount of tiredness and, he really worked hard. So Smith, I'll give him a 7 for his work rate. If you work hard, you're going to get a high rating from me. And I thought, he worked really hard today. And I obviously got substituted. So I'd give him a 7. He worked really, really hard. And that's why he got substituted because he just worked his socks off. So Smith 7, when Corey Smith, what you're going to get with him, hard working. And, he's going to work all day and hopefully get a result for you. So 7 for me. Jacob goes 7. Doctor 14 Blue Rays Roo. Thank you for the donation. Start the stream. He goes for a 6. 8 says Ben Carr. Josh says 7. Ashton 7. I think majority of people going for 7 again. Going to Matt Grimes now. Again, didn't have a great game. Didn't have a bad game either. It was just a quiet game, really. When we get a win and Grimes and Roberts have quiet games, you've done okay. I'll give Grimes a 6. Didn't have much to do. I can't really remember him doing anything, to be honest. Same with the other midfielders. But what really stood out for me with Corey Smith was his work rate. And obviously, Grimes was a bit deeper, so he didn't have to work as hard in front of the defender. So I'd give Grimes a 6. I think you guys at 7. Marley says 7. Jamsky 7. Louis 7. Grimes, not Grimes. Imagine Grimes in. You give himself a 7. Louis says 7. I'll go with Jay Fulton. Bit lucky not to give a penalty away, to be honest. He did foul him. It was unlucky, to be honest, because he was trying to get the ball. Fulton today, I'd have to give him a 6. I'd have to give Fulton a 6 because they should have had a penalty due to his foul. Didn't get a yellow card, which is quite surprising for Fulton. But just for that, penalty they should have had, and the referee made a mistake, 6 for me. I think everyone else is agreeing with 6. Jamsky 6, Josh 6, Louis 6, Ashton 6. Thanks for the contribution, guys. Really do appreciate it. We're going to go on to the other midfielder, Connor Horan again. Quite a quiet game for Connor today. Didn't really do anything bad. Good to see him get the full 90 minutes. Great passion towards the end. I'm going to have to give him a 6. Same as Roberts, Grimes, Woodman, Fulton. Didn't really do much, which isn't that bad. But I can't really give him an average because we won the game, like I said. So I don't think he was worse than Woodman, who conceded 1. So I have to give him a 6. I don't think he was that bad. I don't think he was that good either. Literally average, which I should give him a 5, but I've put average today as 6. So Doctor says 6, Joshua says 5. Mine goes for 7. I don't think he's a 7, mate. I don't think he's on the level as a Kyle Norton or a Mark Wahey today. 100% no. So I think the majority of you guys saying 6 as well. Going to go on to the main man. I'm expecting high ratings for this guy today. Andre Ayew. Of course, getting a goal for half time. Not a penalty, surprisingly. A very, very good finish. Yes, didn't take a deflection, but you still got to get it past the goalkeeper. And obviously, again, 90th minute, 97th minute this one was. Scoring a penalty, straight down the middle, does the run up. I think I give Andre a 9 midweek. I'm going to give him a 9 again today. A 10 for me, you've got to get a hat-trick or something ridiculous like that. I'm going to give him a 9, which is, obviously who's going to be my match. But I can see why you guys give him 10, but, I'm not going to get a 10 for me. You've got to be, exceptional. He was good. He wasn't exceptional, was he? But yeah, that great goal. Obviously, the penalty, very, very well put away. I think he scored every single penalty. Every single penalty Andre's had in the league, he has scored, excluding the playoffs. So I'm going to give him a 9. Very, very good performance today from Andre. Really good hold-up play as well, coming deep as well. And for you guys saying 9, but 10 is the main thing. On to the substitutes then. We're going to go on to Jamal Lowe, who came on for Corey Smith. Now, without Jamal Lowe actually touching the ball, he impacted the game. Now, let me explain. When Lowe came on, Borough's defence, but before Lowe came on, Borough's defence was very, very high on the halfway line. When Lowe came on, Borough's defence pushed 10 yards back, which gave us more space in the midfield to play the balls out to the wing backs and try to get them involved. So without Lowe actually doing anything, he influenced the game. He had a shot late on, which would come to say Bettinelli. He had a few decent crosses. So it was a much better performance from Jamal Lowe. Nothing exceptional. So I give him a 6, same as, Roberts, Horan, Grimes. Didn't really do much. But like I said, when he came on, Borough's defence pushed back, which really helped us, get some foothold on the game. Sorry for the lighting, by the way. It's just gone really dark and I haven't turned the light on. For you guys, also going for 6 for Jamal Lowe. I think the other substitution we made was, I think this was the last, wasn't it? Ryan Manning came off for Jake Bidwell. Again, Bidwell didn't really have to do anything. I think it was going to average 6. Average for me is 5 because we won. I boosted up to, I can't really remember Biddle doing anything, to be honest, which is a bad thing. I'll give him a 6. Maybe he was at fault for the Mendes line cross, but I literally cannot remember who was at fault. And I think the majority of you guys are going to go for 6 as well. Let's go on to the Steve Cooper rating. I thought he got this lineup spot on. Worked okay first half. Made the changes, which, were very respectable changes, who won the penalty? Jake Bidwell. Bidwell actually did win the penalty, but it was a very questionable penalty, so I'll still give a 6. But thanks for reminding me, Marley. But I'll still give a 6 because I don't know if it's a penalty. First of all, I did think it was a pen. Then I seen it back. I think it was a pen. So I'll have to see another replay. But I'll still give him a 6, maybe a 7. But I'll stick with a 6. Cooper, like I said, got his lineup spot on in my opinion. He made the good changes. You know, taking off Smith, who was knackered, brought Low to help us really influence the game. Also brought on Bidwell for man who was on a yellow card. Good management from Cooper today. I'm going to give him a 7 because I thought his subs were really good today. Obviously, we got the win, which really helps. And I think, you know, he made some sensible changes today. Nothing spectacular, nothing out of the ordinary, but very good lineup and a good. Not doing Neil Warnock rating. If I can give him a Neil Warnock rating, it's a 10. But yeah, I think you guys are going to give it something like an 8, 6. So I think that average between 6 and 8 is a 7. Now, same as midweek, we're going to give a referee rating. Now, it can be biased if you want. If I'm going to be an honest fan, like I think you got the pen spot on. They should have scored, though, or had a pen. He's got to give one of those decisions. I thought he should have bucked a few more Middlesbrough players than the 4 they had. You've got to give the referee a 3. Again, you know, our pen, maybe, but that decision has changed the game. You know, if Boro get that goal, 50th minute equalises, a whole different game. I literally don't think we get a point out of that. He disallowed that. Yeah, you got it from a Swansea City fan hat, 10 out of 10, great performance, but a neutral hat's a 3. You know, he had a poor game and I put him past him. And again, got a little bit lucky with the referee. I can't see getting all this luck too often. It will come back to bite us in the arse soon, but we've got to enjoy it. Someone says too low, 100 out of 10, says El Boss. Yeah, that's the game basically. I'll do the FotMob ratings to see what they give, and then I'll get people in. So let me just give what FotMob give the rating to the players, see if they came close to us. Probably not, because, you know, we're Swansea City fans, we're a bit biased. So FotMob give a Woodman a 6.3. I give a 6, so take 0.3 as a 6. Norton, they give a 7, so I got that spawn. Cabango, they give an 8, or a 7.5, but you boost up to an 8, so I got that spawn. So I got 2 spawns so far. Guehi, they give a 7, and I think I give a 7, so spawn again. Roberts, they give a 7, I give a 6. Fulton, I give a 6, I give a 7. Grimes, I give a 7, I give a 6. Manning, I think I give a 6. I think I give Manning a 7, they give him a 7 as well. Horhan, they give a 7, I give him a 6. Smith, they give a 6, I give him a 6. And Ayew, they give a 9, and I had 9. And I promise you, I did not look at these ratings until now, and the majority of them was spot on. Most of them was spot on. Let me have a look at the bench. They gave Low a 6, I give him a 6, they gave Bidwell a 7. So most of them are spot on. Bus driver rating 10 out of 10, got to play us safe. So there's the ratings, guys. 37 minutes of me waffling on. Really good to speak to Joe. I'm not ending the stream, so don't worry. I'm going to put the StreamYard link in now. Sorry for getting my finger away. It's just easier to do it this way than lag. So there's a StreamYard link in. Make sure you join. Join. Let's talk about the game. Talk about whatever you want, as long as it's related to the game. Don't need to talk about some other nonsense. So there's a link. I'm just going to get a drink. I'm drinking out the bottle because I don't have a glass up here. I don't think I have a glass, actually. Do I? Do I have a glass? Should we do a glass rating? Never mind, lads. I do have a glass. Let's do a pour the glass rating. I'm gonna pour this, right? I'm gonna pour this tropical pineapple and grapefruit. And you've got to give me a pour rating out of 10. Oh, look at the smoke coming out of that. Let's see if I can get right to the top without actually stopping. Come on. I better have some 10 out of 10s here. What's that? Pour out of 10? Because he says a note. Oh, I'm not getting you on to Guzzy in. How dare you slate the Louis said, oh, do you know what? I might just end the stream now. What the hell's this? That's spectacular. If you join, you don't have to have your camera on like Mike Green, you know. He's probably doing something illegal. Oh, never mind, he's turned it on. Joe says 9, Brandon says 8. So let's get people on and yeah, let's see what everyone has. Joe gives a 9 out of 10. Cheers, Joe. Berry and then Neil Warnock today. Right, let's get Mike on. How you doing, mate? How you doing, Mark?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Only the big Welsh teams win this weekend.
Well, it bit me on the ass because I said only big Welsh teams win on the weekend when you conceded, but then you went and scored. So, but anyway, good result.
Yeah, let's talk about the Newport game first. What was the game like? Did you deserve the win? And did Ryan Taylor come
on? Yeah, he did. Half an hour to go, but the game was done, really. We scored in the 30th minute, and pretty much from there, it was... Well, even before the goal, we were all over them. That was probably... I've said that our best performance of the season. Even take away the cup games that we've had, that was what we want to see, dominant football. And as soon as we scored the goal, we knew that Colchester were going to have to come at us, and if they did, we'll just hit them on the break. So they were basically scared to attack us, and to be fair, like, you can't blame them. They're 1-0 down, scrapping for points to stay in the league, so they're not going to, come on, we're much, in terms of the league standings, we're much better off than them, so they're not going to go full blow against a team set 6th, 7th in the league when they want to just keep it compact, hopefully get set pieces. But set pieces, I think, are still a problem for us defensively, and offensively, we're not clinical from them, I don't think. Like, I worry about when teams get the ball into the box, just with like the communication between the goalkeeper and the centre backs, which I think is a bit off. But today, I pretty much would say, and even a Colchester fan said to me after the game, they said that probably was one of the best performances we've seen play against us this season. And I was like, I knew it was good, but I didn't realise it was that good. They said, you've dominated us for a minute 1 to 90. And as soon as you scored your first goal, we knew we were going to lose it. But I was worrying because they were floating people into the box and they were doing the stuff we weren't doing well. Like, I don't think we've done many stuff like really bad, but the one thing
but you didn't do much. But you didn't do much too good, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, it was basically the fact that, like, no disrespect to Colchester, I said at the start of the season they'll be in the playoffs, and I don't know what's happened at the club. I don't know if it's...
Oh, God. Can't wait for your bloody tail reaction to the end of the season. Jesus.
I put a 17th. But like I said to you, when I put a 17th, I did show people the reasoning behind it. The fact we only had like 12 players, but we strengthened well in the summer window.
I know Josh Labardi has scored the first one. Who scored the next one? Let me guess. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna go Amond. I haven't seen him guessing.
Yeah.
Oh,
it is.
Patrick Amond, clacking player. What a player.
The thing is, right? The thing is, you can go back in the stream and watch this. I said in the 27th minute, we'll score before the 35th minute, and we scored in the 30th.
Should have put a bet on. I always watch his streams back. They always make me laugh. I'm looking forward to that. Big win. Anyway, it's not about the performance, really. It's about the 3 points. But if you get the performance as well as the 3 points, really good. But opposite for us, got the 3 points. Did we deserve it? Hell no. Have we, made Neil Warnock cry on a Saturday night? Yes, we have. Am I loving it? Yes, I am. If there's any other team than Cardiff who want to shit out, it's Middlesbrough. It's absolutely Middlesbrough. I like Middlesbrough. It's just Warnock I really hate. But, Ayew again, really, really showing his quality. We said it Wednesday night on the match review. There's not many players in the championship who can step up in the 94th minute score pen.
This time in the
96th minute, he's done it again, straight down the middle. It's just, when you score a late winner, the passion, and these players care, all in a huddle. Horahan, he's on loan and he's laughing at Boro. It's like everyone's together and we're grinding out results, which really is important with Brentford not playing and Watford also winning. So, we're third place, a point being second. We've got a game in hand Tuesday, which is absolutely huge. But, conceding the 91st minute, we were thinking, they deserve. I'm not sure if you've seen the goal they should have had. Or the
I haven't seen it back yet. No, I did say, I said on Jake's match live match reaction, that I want to watch your penalty that you got given and the penalty ghost goal sort of thing. I want to watch that back before I give a better understanding of it. But from what I hear from a couple of obviously Middlesbrough fans and Swansea fans to both sides of it, what they're saying is Swansea definite penalty, and Middlesbrough either a penalty or goal. Either way, you've got to give one of them. Yeah,
I think with our penalty, like, it's one of those where if it's given for you, at the end of the day, he does take his leg, but the shot's gone. And why make that tackle in the 90th minute? I'll explain to you now. A cross came into Balassi, he touches it down, he slides to get the ball on the edge of the box. Fulton kicks him by mistake, trying to get the ball. He goes down injured because I don't think he's dived to get a foul, but he's generally hurt his leg for kicking him. And then Baller, who's a left back, smashes it in. And if there's VAR, the goal's not given because the referee blew up just before the ball went in, similar to the West Bromwich, he would have given a penalty. So who knows? He might not have scored. But if that goal's allowed, changes the game. But I don't really care. Big win for us. Big win for the Ports. Who have you got midweek? If you're playing midweek,
Yeah, we got Bradford Tuesday night
Oh,
at Cardiff, at Legoland.
Legoland. Oh, Nathan was saying in the stream yesterday, how can you be the pride of Wales if you can't even play in your own stadium? And I was thinking, if Mike sees this, he's going to go hard on you.
Well, it's not even our stadium.
Not even ours. We rent ours from the
yeah,
council.
same. We rent ours from a rugby team.
We can't even afford those. We have to rent it. Jeez.
Yeah.
But
who've you got mid? Oh, you got Blackburn, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got Blackburn in our game in hand. Next Saturday, we've got Luton Town away. We've got 3 away games in a row. We've got Blackburn away midweek, which is our game in hand. Then we've got Luton away next Saturday on Sky. Then we've got Bournemouth away next week, which is a big one. And then obviously we've got the South Wales Derby. So this was our last home game for the Derby, which I completely forgot, and we did win. But, anything else we've got to say, Mike? Where can people find your channel, and where can they sub?
Channel Mike Green, I'm sure a lot of you already know, but yeah, Newport content. I'm just gonna do streams for the rest of the season. But I've said this now. I'm not going back on this. I said on the final game of the season, if there's something or stuff on the line, I've got something really mega planned for the final game of the season. It's pretty good. I was thinking about it earlier. I'm gonna do like
don't reveal it. Let people wait. Wait.
All right. Yeah. But we could relegate safe end on the final day. We could literally relegate safe end.
Oh, the limbs. Anyway, there's 40 people in here. I think you're like 200, 20 off 800. So if 20 people can go and subscribe to Mike, because he's a really good guy, and hopefully he'll be on 1K soon. So thanks, Mike, for coming on. I'll speak to you in a bit, pal.
See you later, chat. Good luck.
See you later. All right, we're going to get PFCFC vlogs on. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, you're right. Shocking once again, but yeah.
Summarise that game for me. What do you think of it?
Well, yeah, I thought it was a good game. Obviously, we were lucky once again, but these are the sort of games that you've got to be getting results in. But at the start of the season, those sort of decisions would have gone against us. I think every Swans fan can agree with that. So, although it's harsh on the Middlesbrough, and obviously it was on Stoke as well, it's only fair that every team gets a bit of both, really, isn't it?
Yeah, what comes around goes around, not what comes around bites around. Like
bites
I said, my bloody, I just couldn't be asked to edit it out, so I'll have to bloody say that again Monday. But yeah, it's not about the performances at this stage of the season. It's about the wins, and we're doing that. Like we've seen a great performance last Saturday, and we bloody lost. We've seen a crap performance today, and we won. So it's weird, isn't it? Because when we seem to play well, it's like when the Swans seem to play well, we don't get results. But then we're like a bit poor. We're trying to grind out results. We do it very well, and that's 2 wins and a bounce now. So starting to build momentum, which is really good. Yeah. Who's your man of the match today? It's a bit obvious, but
it's got to be Ayew. Yeah, it's pretty much a complete repeat of the game. Stoke pretty much just replicated it. It was pretty much the same minute, same end. I know it was a different stadium, obviously, but same end, same time, same half, same player, same corner.
Especially when he does that bloody run up, it's like, oh god, if he slips or something now, like we've seen in the Brentford game, he's capable of missing. But big game player Andre. I'm trying to think of how many goals out of the season. I think it's 13, and I think he got last season. I think he got 18 in the league, so he's 5 away. And this is the thing with Lowe and Ayew. They're both confidence players in front of goal. Like Ayew, he did it early on the season, didn't he? Because he scored against QPR. He scored before that as well, didn't he? Like, I think Ayew scored now 4 goals in 3 games. Like when Lowe scores, he'll go on a run of games, like we've seen. Same with Ayew, because they're both wingers, they're both confident. So it's really good to see Andre actually not scoring from the penalty spot as well today. But let's talk about the decisions. Let's get the Middlesbrough one first away. Do you think it should have counted as a goal, or do you just think the referee got it wrong?
I mean, I think they should have either had a goal or it should have been a pen. It definitely wasn't. It definitely wasn't a free kick to us anyway. If anything, Fulton fouled him, so it should have either been a pen or a goal.
What confused me was he left it late, didn't he? Because as soon as the ball was about to hit the net, then he gave the foul like 3 seconds after, so that was weird. And then the penalty, I think why Middlesbrough fans are angry is because he actually signalled for a corner first and then pointed to the spot. So I'd be angry. But I think that one is definitely more of a penalty than the one we had midweek.
Oh yeah, 100%, yeah. But I think both of them are pens, our one and their one as well.
Yeah, at least a pen or a goal for them. But a great 3 points, puts us in a great position. And, I was thinking, Brentford not playing, that's bad for us. But actually, it's worked in our favour now. So we're actually above Brentford.
Yeah, above them with a game in hand, yeah.
Yeah, so this game on Tuesday, after Tuesday, we have no games in hand on Brentford. So I'd just like to remind people in here. So when we play Blackburn Tuesday, Swans and Brentford have no more games in hand on each other. We'll have one more.
No.
Brentford and Swans will have one more on Watford. Yeah. So
But
Tuesday,
our game against Sheffield Wednesday hasn't even been rescheduled yet, has it?
No, I
I don't
think
think
I think it's going to get rescheduled at the end of April because Brentford's got rescheduled against Rotherham in April, which means hopefully they're already relegated by then. But then sometimes we've seen before in the Prem, Hull had to beat Sunderland, Sunderland were relegated, and Sunderland beat them. So anything's possible. But where can people go and check your channel out and see your videos from earlier?
Yeah, it's Pure SAFC Vlogs. We're still on 648, so 2 off 650. We've been stuck on there for bloody ages. So yeah, obviously when we hit 650, we're on the road to 700, but we just do previews and match reactions as well, and sometimes live watch alongs as well.
The odd stream now and again. Right, there's 37 people in here. Go to Pure SAFC Vlogs channel after the stream and subscribe. Because every time people subscribe, they unsubscribe. I don't understand why. That's a channel. They were on more subs than me, and they don't gain anything. I don't understand why. So please subscribe to Pure SAFC Vlogs. 648. I'm not plugging anymore. Just go and subscribe because they get good views, but they just don't get the subs.
Guess what? 647.
How have you gone down?
God
How have you gone down?
Well, we've gone back up now to 648. Okay,
so someone's just mucking around. I thought it was one of them bloody robots. No,
every bloody
night.
Oh, Jesus!
I couldn't believe that. Anyway, Jake, thanks for coming on.
Anyway, cheers.
Subscribe. Yeah, see you later.
Cheers, thank you. See you.
No worries, right. We're gonna get on Big 11.
Hello.
First of all, mate, I'd like to thank you very much for the £5 donation. Legend for that. What do you think of the game then?
Pretty decent game.
Yeah. Do you think the Swans deserve the win, or do you think Middlesbrough deserve the 3 points, or do you think a draw was a fair result?
I think a draw would have been fair. But I think
Sorry, go on.
They showed a penalty in the first half.
The first half?
Or was he? Which one?
I can't remember that.
The goal that was disallowed.
The start of the second half, you mean?
Start of the second half, yeah.
Yeah, definitely should have been either a penalty or a goal.
Deal.
Do you think our penalty we had in the added time, do you think that was a penalty, or do you think it was a little soft?
Yeah, I think it was a penalty, yeah.
Who's your man of the match today?
Ayew.
Yeah, love that, man. 3 goals a season. Hopefully he can sign a contract extension. And, pardon me for a minute. Last thing before I get you off.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Neil Warnock? Give me 2 words to summarise Neil Warnock without swearing. What was that? I'm trying to think.
Hate him. Hate him.
Love that. Thanks very much for coming on.
Yeah.
Like I said, thank you very much for the donation, mate. Really just appreciate it.
Yeah.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah. Dr. 14 Blu-ray reviews.
Dr. 14 Blu-ray reviews. Make sure you go and subscribe to him. He's part of the Bish Army. Thanks, and I'll see you later, pal.
Yeah.
So yeah, what a legend. Right, we're going to get on to Guzzy. So bloody hell, we're nearly on an hour. This stream's going to end in 2 hours with the Guzzy on. Jesus.
Okay.
You right, mate?
Yeah.
Did you watch a game?
Yes, I did. Actually watch the game.
What did you think of it? Let me know. Do you think Swansea deserved the 3 points? Do you think Middlesbrough deserved it? Or do you think a draw would have been a fair result?
Quite controversial at the end, but it was again unexpected. I thought Middlesbrough scored. I say, Middlesbrough and first scored, and it was a letter for Swansea when Fulton dived and he hurt himself. It was a let off.
Well, he didn't dive. He didn't dive here, bro. I mean, he literally hurt his foot by kicking him. He didn't dive. Someone just goes, here we go, 4 hours at the bollocks.
I'm not watching here.
So let's keep this short and sweet, because I know that's hard for you to do. Right. So do you think they should have had a penalty in the start of the second half, or do you think it should have been a goal, or do you think the referee made the right decision?
It might be controversial for Middlesbrough and Swansea fans.
Stop going around the question. Answer the question.
Yeah, the referee.
Do you think the referee made the correct decision? Yes or no? It's not hard.
Yeah.
God, just like to expand your point. On the penalty, do you reckon the referee made the right decision for our penalty?
Yeah, of course.
Give me your man of the match today.
Obviously, I'm to Ayew because his goal is like he scored an outstanding goal to implement that Swansea the lead.
I think it's actually Independence Ghana Day or Ghanaian Independence Day, which is pretty awesome because he's
Yeah.
got two as well.
Yeah,
If EA Sports do not give an inform and give up with that company, give me 3 words, only 3 words, Abraham, to describe Ben Cabango. 3 words.
Oh, I can only see 2. Benny's head.
What? Benny's head?
Yeah. Cabango is Benny. Because he went.
What goes on in your head?
No. Someone told me about Ben Cabango's nickname is Benny's head.
I'll tell you what. When you do watch-alongs, when you do your next watch-along, stop. Do you know when you're reading the comments? Don't get trolled by the comments again. I remember what you said last time. Anyway, Abraham, where can people go subscribe to you?
Okay, Duguzi is my channel. I do watch-alongs.
He does watch-alongs of people's watch-alongs, by the way.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I used to, but it's getting a little bit boring.
Yeah.
But I watch the match. If there's no match, I just watch it and not stream back because it's just boring.
Yeah, no, because before you used to do a watch-along of my watch-along.
Yeah.
I should have got your channel taken down. But anyway, see you later, mate. See you later. Hope you have a good weekend. Right, we're going to get on Luca. Hello?
Hello.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. You can keep the camera off. It's fine. What do you think of that game then today?
Well, I don't think we deserved it, but got the points, which is what we need right now.
Yeah, did you watch the game?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Right, let's talk about the talking points. Do you think the referee got that first controversial decision for Balassi incorrect?
Yeah. I don't think he should have given it. But what happened.
Yeah, at the end of the day, what happened. You've got to adapt to the game and
Hang on, mate, hang on.
Oh, no worries. You all right now?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good now.
Right, all right. I was going to say, it's always funny seeing Neil Warnock crying. It always funny.
I think he might get fined for those comments, but I think
which
it's quite
ones?
funny, really.
Which ones?
Yeah.
Cooper Farmer ones or the bloody referee? Bloody hell, he could get a bloody 10 grand fine now. But on to the next game against Blackburn. Obviously, that's going to be a tough game. I'm not sure if they won today. I can't remember. I think they might have lost.
They did 2-0, yeah, against Millwall.
I'm sorry, but if they can't score against Millwall, then you know what's going to happen, don't you? But we're going to have to do something there. What's your prediction?
1-0 probably, close again, and I'm going to predict another referee mistake
for us.
Yeah, that's going to benefit, and then everyone's going to go mental.
And then the next referee we have, he'll give everything. Imagine another 96-minute penalty. Oh my god! Don't know if I'd be able to cope with that.
Yeah.
But anyway, thanks for coming on, mate. I do recognise you a lot in the comments. I do recognise you today a few times. So cheers for that, mate. I'll catch you in the next one.
Yeah, see you next stream.
See you later, pal. Thank you very much. We're going to get Marley on.
Ladies and gentlemen, your host for the evening. Welcome to the Late Late Show with Andre Ayew.
If EA Sports do not give this man an inform, I will never play FIFA again. I know he's already got one, but let's have another inform.
I don't know.
Let's go on to the talk points then. I think the majority of people have said, do you believe the referee had the first decision wrong where he disallowed their goal because Fulton apparently got fouled by Balassi?
The goal I agree with. The foul I don't. If you get what I mean.
What do you mean by that?
I can see both sides to the argument really. Boro fans, he's kicked him, he's gone over or something like that.
So you think he shouldn't have given a pen, but he should have given a goal? That's how you're trying to say?
he should have given the pen.
Should have given that. Yeah, and Woodman's good at saving pen, so who knows, he might have saved that.
Yeah.
What did you make? Who's your man match today?
So they gotta be one man in it, Andre.
I seen you tweet about Horhan's silence of doubters. What do you mean by that?
I think.
What did you think of Horhan's performance today?
I thought he was very good. Just
wait for the comments to come in. He had great passion towards the end, so he's committed. That passion towards the end was brilliant.
And him laughing at Warnock, that was funny as well.
Oh, I haven't seen his post-match comments yet, but that will be fun to watch. Do you think the Bidwell foul was a penalty?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100% more. 100% more.
It's clear contact. Even the buggers on the commentators were bloody, giving it, Middlesbrough this, Middlesbrough that. Oh,
Did you watch it on Sky then?
Yeah. I should have been given everything. Yes. Why don't I just go and have a cup of tea with Neil Warnock? Maybe he'll give me the £10,000 he's got fined. Yes. Let's go celebrate and then go over to the riverside and have a fucking party.
He doesn't live too far from Swansea. He lives in Cornwall, so who knows. Big 3 points in. What are you saying for Blackburn? What type of game do you think it'll be? Do you think it'll be easy?
Tough
3 points?
game, very tough game. They're going to be I don't think they really have nothing to play for anymore, do they?
No, they just sat low mid-table and they've just been off form, really bad. But they do have some excellent players. Harvey Elliott, he's the main one. Armstrong, But where can people go and subscribe and find your watch song later? Where can people go find you?
Mario SFC Vlogs. If you wouldn't mind me, Dash, I would like to show you my limbs from today. Or do you want me to say it for you watching the video?
As long as I don't get copyrighted by any music, yeah.
Yes!
Yes! Is that the Ayew winner?
Yeah, wait there. Look at this. Watch now, I put the camera down.
Oh, don't say you dance. That's getting clipped. That is getting clipped. Someone's clipping that. Anyway, what time will that be out tonight? Or tomorrow?
It's already out.
Oh, it's already out. So I'll go and check it out after this review. So go subscribe to Marley SFC Vlogs and speak to you in the next one.
I have a bone to pick with you.
What?
Why the hell you went red against Middlesbrough?
It works. It worked against Stoke. It's working again. I think I wear blue and white. I think I put a Cardiff shirt on Tuesday. Might work. Red and white worked again.
If you do, right?
Clear. I went a whole hour without lag, and the end of the stream I lagged. Oh my god! In the watch along, we lagged. It's 30 seconds. The review, we've not lagged all stream, and as soon as I mentioned Cardiff, we lagged. Mike Green's back in here. Let me see what he's back in here for. Why are you back in here?
I saw you drop the link back in, so I thought, why not?
Because him kicking you straight from the background. Get out.
Oh, why not, eh?
Right. Right, go in the stream. Give me 5 random words. 5 random words which make no sense to end off the stream. 5 random words in a sentence.
Cucumber. Cabbage.
Mine are grapefruit, car, woman,
Carlin.
No, my 2 words, but the 2 names, Mia Khalifa and Neil Warnock.
Going down more times. that stream was unreal.
Swansea players. And I'll see if you see my goal reactions. G to the A to the O to the L. I'm going to watch your stream back after Marley's watch on. But anyway, I'm going to end the stream off here. I'm going to cut Mike off because, who knows, two dodgy Welsh connections. The stream will just collapse. Thanks, Mike, anyway. So thanks, guys, for watching this review. Long one today again. But I really do appreciate the support. Make sure you subscribe to Mike and all the others who did join the watch long. Been live since like 2:50, which is absolutely crazy. So thanks for watching. Good win for the Swans today. Big 3 points. I'll see you Monday for the match preview, 4 p.m. against Blackburn Rovers. Tuesday for the 5:50. 6 o'clock Tuesday. That's I'm sorry, that's a disgrace, isn't it? So I'll see you 5:50 for the watch on Tuesday. That's gonna be shocking. Like Mike said before, illegal. It should be illegal to stream at 5 or 6 p.m. And then I'll probably do the review about 8 o'clock, I think, Tuesday. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you Monday and Tuesday for the Blackburn Rovers videos. Up the Swans, and Neil Warnock.